Welcome to Open Hwo Lessons. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff, DF1, panic moves, 4-3, blah, blah, blah. It's all there. You can check it all on the YouTube page or Facebook page, again, wherever you're watching it. And today's lesson is going to be about this move, LFS up forward 4. Or rather, LFS up forward... Yeah, this is what makes it hard. LFS up forward 4 forward. This is a new transition that Hwoarang received in Season 4. That's right, his left flamingo, which again is 19 frames and negative 14 on block. It's one of his main low crushing options in left flamingo. It now can transition to RFF. Just like how RFF 3-4 received a new transition in RFF 3-4 forward, which again gives an instant right flamingo so that you can interrupt them with while standing 4-4. RFS F4-4, the toothbrush, just in case they duck 3-4 and attempt to punish it, right? So why are we gonna talk about this move? Because I don't understand the change. What does it do? Because when this change came out in Season 4, I labbed it intensely. And I wanted to know if this had higher range, if it made the move less punishable. And I can say with confidence, it did not. It didn't make any significant difference in regards to, what do you call this? The distance on block. So if a character has a super reliable negative 14 punish, let's say Law 3 plus 4-4, Josie forward 1 plus 2, Mishima God Fists, Katarina FF2-4, all that kind of stuff. Regardless, even if at tip range, even if you transition it to right foot forward or an LFF, just keep it in LFF, you're still gonna get punished either way. So number one, there is no change on pushback, spacing, whatnot. So I was like, okay, if there's no change there, right? What about tracking? Well, it also didn't really change that much on tracking. It still does the same thing that I've put in the Hwoarang tracking master list. Again, link for that in the description below. So again, we're gonna do this on +3, right? We're just, for the sake of demonstration, we're gonna do one situation. +3, again, we're gonna do it against sidestep left. So to get into a +3 situation, all we gotta do is press 2-3. And okay, that's LFF, right? What if I change it to RFF? I transition. Same thing, nothing happened. Sidestep right, 2-3, LFS up forward 4. Alright, it's supposed to do its job there. That's where it tracks. And then we go for sidewalk left. Nope, none. And then sidewalk right. Awesome. So the transition didn't introduce anything new in terms of tracking either. Regular LFF tracking, or the way the move was kind of designed before, without its new transition, does the same thing. I'm like, okay. So it doesn't affect spacing. So it doesn't make you more safe. Like doing LFS up forward 4 forward doesn't make you more safe at all. Which it would have been cool if it kind of did. There would be a little bit more merit into using it, like, instead of doing like a regular LFS up forward 4. So if it doesn't affect the spacing, because again, you can only do this while you're in Flamingo, so there's no way you're going to be punishing an opponent at 19 frames with LFS up forward 4 or LFS up forward 4 forward. So the only time you get to use this is in neutral situations or on offensive situations. You're never really going to be typically using this in defensive situations. And if you did, it's usually going to be against an OS, like let's say Geese QCB2. Like if again, if they do QCB2-3, QCB2-4, you're just going to get that all the time, regardless if it was the one that transitioned to right foot forward or remained in left foot forward. So the next question that's left, right, after how does it affect punishment, spacing, and does it affect tracking either way? The last one is combos. Combo damage. So the vanilla, or well, LFS up forward 4, it's practical max damage, right? Clocks out at 77. Of course, this is not doing the, the really max max optimal stuff. This is just the practical damage. And if you do a combo from LFS up forward 4, to the right foot forward transition, they both end up 77 damage. There isn't really that much of a difference. So it's just like, okay. And their wall carries also, mind you, they're also the same, because the combo structures for both of those combos are they're very the same in terms of combo damage, wall carry. This is for LFS up forward 4, you'll be doing F4, back 4, F4, back 3, and then for one that transitions to right foot forward is RFF forward 3, stand switch, RFS back 3. This gets confusing. That's the life of Hwoarang terminology. But here we are. So if that's the case, it's just like, oh, what's the point of this change, right? What's the point of the change? I quite frankly don't know. But if it doesn't even affect practical max damage, because I tried, like, exploring other combos. Like, can you get any higher than 77 off any other route? And typically those routes would always end up being, you know, lower than 77. There's no route that as damaging. However, the main difference is the wall carry. As you noticed there, that was pretty long, and to get that with, you know, never mind. Forget what I just said there. So yeah, the main difference, I guess, comes from the only time combo damage changes, right, is when you're at the wall. That's the only time the combo damage changes. So we're going to go to Arena to demonstrate some of the changes. Because at the wall, if you get to, again, get a high wall splat, right? Let's say, for whatever reason, your opponent is ducking versus your Hwoarang at the wall, and you get LFS up forward 4 to connect point blank at the wall, right? You're going to have, let's say, you're gonna get a lot of damage for sure. You're gonna get a lot of damage. So again, I'm just gonna do the one without the RFF transition first, and of course we're gonna go for the B&B. Oh, don't drop me now. There we go. Cheese go in. That's around 63 damage, right? That's for the without RFF transition. If we enter the RFF, you gotta make sure you're holding that forward. That's the tricky part of it. Tricky. That apparently does not work. It's around 3 points less. Of course, this is combos off the top of my head, but Backlash should have been the... If Backlash connects, right, in this high wall splat, that would have given you way more damage. The problem is it causes the slump and you can't really follow up. Yeah, you can't really follow up. I guess that's the most you can get out of like a follow-up. So that's 48. That's even worse. So you're far out from 63 damage already. I guess it affects more setups, right? Because you're what do you call that? You can enter RFF. So if you do something like that, check out Bosca's videos for this awesome tech trap. He's got a good number of those. If I find it, I'll link it in the description below. But if I didn't, in the process of editing this video, just check out his channel. You're bound to find what the cool tech trap he has there. But yeah, that's like about it. That's all. Like from all the time I've done researching it, that's about the only differences I could find. So I don't understand the transition of it. At the very most, it gives you new combo routes. So if you're very expressive as a combo player, or in your combo, not as a combo player, but as a player with their combos, this gives you the opportunity to do way more different combos. So combo video makers are gonna love it. If you express or like doing multiple combos on the fly, like adjusting for whatever situation, this is perfect, provided you get this launcher. And then at the wall, all your combos are also completely different. Although the damage is going to be weaker than the LFF version. At least from what I remember. So if you have a stronger combo, again, let me know in the comments if you found a stronger combo in the LFS up forward 4 forward to right foot forward. So if there's a stronger variant from what I showed here at 63 damage, let me know. Again, no counter hit, no rage. That's always important. No counter hit, no rage. Because obviously the moment you have counter hit and rage, damage always skyrockets, like by a ton. Oh, and probably the last thing I forget before wrapping up this lesson is that it also affects this one. So that's 90 damage, right? Whoops. You really gotta hold that forward. I'm not used to it at all, and I've never used it. It's 87. Of course, naturally, I'm not doing the SS3 Ender for either of the Enders I've been doing. So, of course, naturally, if you do SS3, the damage is going to increase. I'm just using B&Bs for average damage. So, yeah. This is an odd lesson. More like a question, in fact. So, if you think there are any other kind of reasons why they added this change to Hwoarang, this is probably one of the only changes that kind of baffled me. One of the only. But it's still a unique change. It doesn't really affect the game as much. It just increases the amount of combos you get. That's about it. So So if you need a rhyme, any rhyme or reason for this change, it's just combos. Combos. That's all you gotta think about. Combos. So again, that's been the cheese for today. I've been Frontier, and thank you for watching. Backlash? He didn't bite. This should be... No, it's not. It's not yet. 6-4. Yeah, that's the outcome I would prefer.